The first time I was introduced to Kittl as a design platform for print on demand, my mind went straight to trying to compare it to Canva. And there are a lot of good things about Kittl trying to compare it to Canva, with the fact that you can have text morphing abilities and a lot more fonts and DPI control. And I even made a video comparing Kittl to Canva, and the main point was, on top of all of these text morphing abilities and fonts and unique things, was the fact that they're licensing is so much easier to understand and to follow through, and that you can also sell printables using Kittl, and there was also a video about that. The thing is that every now and again, Kittl does something that makes me say, "Oh, you're getting closer, man. Like, you're getting better." And they even launched their own AI, which that was an amazing video to make, with the AI background remover, which could be really good if you want to create Pinterest pins and social media posts, as well as their AI to flat out create and generate art in higher quality than you can do on Canva. And one of the main things that I felt like was missing for me with Kittl was the mockups, because Canva has mockups and Placeit has mockups, and a lot of people play for Placeit, including this girl over here. And I feel like more and more Canva added more mockups to their collection, and we have Canvy that we've discussed. That is a freemium tool with free option for wall art mockups. But Kittl just launched product mockups, and it's so cool, and I'm super excited to just dive into today's video, which is Kittl Print on Demand Mockups. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mayo and I teach creative people how to sell their art online, and today I'm teaching creative people how to create mockups for the things that they're selling online using the design platform called Kittl. Now, if you've never heard the word Kittl before, a lot of the videos that I mentioned in the intro to this video will be linked down below in the description, so you can go ahead and check out the Kittl platform itself. But for now, I want to show you how to create mockups using Kittl, which is super fun, super easy, and we're not just only going to make the mockups, we're also going to use the mockups, for example, for a Pinterest pin or an Instagram post. With that said, let me perform my magic trick. And now I'm small and you can see my screen, and I'm going to go over to my profile on Kittl, where I have several designs that I've already made. This is not a design tutorial. I just want to show you how to use their cool mockups. And I'm going to head over to this one, which is more self-love. And I did this with Kittl using the Sign Master Pro font and their text morphing abilities. I actually really like this design, and I'm going to eliminate the background color to none. And how do I make the mockup? The thing is that the mockup is not here where we think it will be. It's actually in the download option. So when you click on download, suddenly there is a mockup generator. Let's click on that and see what it does. So it's saving my design, obviously, and launching the mockup mode. And we have here a t-shirt. So I can take this design, I can make it bigger or smaller, and I can control the color. Now, when it comes to creating mockups, one thing that I do have to mention is that the mockup actually has to look like the actual piece of clothing. So, for example, More Self-Love is actually something that I do have on a t-shirt on TeePublic. So I'm going to try to make sure that the size of the text on the mockup on the t-shirt is going to be similar to what people are getting. So I'm going to head back onto Kittl, and I think I will have to make this a bit bigger for it to look exactly like the t-shirt. Now, we do have other t-shirts here, and as you can see, some of them are only available if you're on the Pro and Expert plan, and some of them are available for all plans. Depends on if it has the crown or not. In this case, we have this t-shirt. Oh my God, look, it moves. It moves. It's so cool. Let's make it white because that works best with this design, and make the design bigger, and that would be my mockup. That's so cool. Let's check out what else they have. I like these girls like attitude, and we also have mockups of the t-shirt from the back, because that is also an option with multiple print-on-demand companies. We also have options for hoodies and sweaters. This sweater, actually, I remember looking at it earlier, and let me change the color, and I was thinking to myself, who is selling this? Where is this sweater from? I want that sweater. This is actually kind of cool. And we also have this t-shirt, which we have on TeePublic. I think we also have it on Redbubble, that has different colors. I don't think we can control the color of the sleeve here because we do have that option on TeePublic. Like the sleeves, they can be blue or green. And we have other options here for hoodies. We also have a hoodie in the back here. As you can see, this is actually pretty cool. And we can play around with the colors. Now, for example, if I go to the hoodies, and I'm going to click on a certain color, like for example, the royal blue, and I don't know what this color is because I want to manufacture this color. I can screenshot this space. I'm doing it with my Mac and type in on Google HTML color code from photo and go to htmlcolorcodes.info, upload a file, take this photo here, and this will be my color code. So I can head back to Kittl and put this as the color, and this will be the color of the hoodie, which is a quick little tip for me if you really want to make sure that you're designing the right thing. Now, we do have a lot of other mockups here. We have a lot of other mockups for tops. I really like this one. Why is it always black? It's showing me white and then it's black, which will probably be smaller. And of course, make sure to only add mockups to the clothes you actually have. So if you're not selling this top anywhere, don't use it. Oh, wow. I think this one really looks like the loose one from TeePublic. Like TeePublic really has that. And it's really nice to have this effect where she's tying the shirt up on the side. This is really stylish. And as you can see, like the text kind of moves around it, which is super important for the mock-up to actually look like it's real and not like I put like a static design that doesn't move along with the shirt. We have the flat lays, which we started with, including this one, which could be really good. We also have tote bags here, and I think, I'm not even sure what kind of bag this is. I'm not sure I've seen this type of zipped pouch anywhere, but we also have other tote bags here. We have some pillows. Of course we will have pillows. Let's try out this one. Now, with this design, I don't know if you can see, but the pillow is on the side, and the pillow is actually with stripes. So I don't think I would use this one because I don't know a print-on-demand provider that makes this one. Let's try to find another one. Okay, this one is a more clear one, and we can put this design right in the middle. Now, just for the sake of explaining this, let's say I want to download the mockup, I simply click on download the mockup and it does what it does. There is not much thought into it. And in terms of the sizes of this mockup, it's 3000 by 3000 pixels, which is enough for Instagram, which is enough to use it for Etsy, because Etsy has minimum size that they want their photos to be on that I think that people don't understand when they use photos from Placeit that are under 2000 pixels. Now, what else can we do here? Let's go back and explore more. We have wall art options, which are quite cool. And if anyone from Kittl is watching this, can you add some square posters, like 1:1 ratio, as well as horizontally aligned posters? Even though I can use Canvy for that, it would really help if we had more posters in a different alignment. I'm going to head back. We have the cups and mugs. So this one is actually kind of cool. I think we have this one on TeePublic. So we do have the 11-ounce mug. We don't have the 14-ounce mug like we have on the Kittl mock-up. I really wish you guys had the standard mug size, but as you can see, look, it moves. It's so cool. And we do have takeaway mugs, which, by the way, are available to sell on the Zazzle platform because they have every single product under the sun. They also have these camping travel mugs that you can find on, for example, Printable. We have bottles. That's interesting if you're selling labels. I think that this could also be good for people who are selling printable labels, for example, for weddings and stuff. And this is also a product you can find on Zazzle. We also have greeting cards here, and let's check out this one. And as you can see, it sort of rotated the design inside the design to fit the actual alignment of the card. Let's make the card white. This is actually pretty cool, and here you can also see that they're playing around with vertically aligned and with horizontally aligned cards. Let's go back. Last but not least, we have books. This is actually pretty exciting. So this is good for books or for notebooks. This is a leather notebook. Noticing that Kittl wasn't just for print on demand, it's also for other people, but this could be really good for notebook covers because I think I have this specific notebook design layout on Society 6 with my designs. So that would be pretty cool. I do want to show you how to use one of these designs for a Pinterest pin as well as for Instagram. So let's pick one of these cool stuff here. Ta-da! More self-love. Let's make the shirt white. And on top of the ability to download the mockup, what I like most is I can save it to my uploads. So I can save this to my Kittl library. So I'm going to save it to upload because I want to use it for other things. And it's saved to upload, so I can use it for other things. But before we do that, let's try something else. Let's go with a mug like this. We don't have this one on TeePublic, but we do have this on Society6, so it won't be an issue. And let's save this to my upload so I can generate whatever I want from this. I'm gonna click off of this mode and I'm gonna head back to my profile and I'm gonna click on New Project. And with this new project, I'm going to design 1000 by 1500 pixels design because I'm targeting this for Pinterest. And here, voila, these are here. Also, the other one that I played around with this morning. And they will be in a good enough size because, again, the original size of the mockups was 3000 by 3000. I'm going to make this woman a bit bigger. And I'm trying to think to myself, what do I want to do with this for Pinterest? Because I can also like remove the background that she's on. We talked about AI background removers, which was a huge thing. And I think that this could be like really, really cool. And I'm going to make her bigger and put her here. And I'm going to color my background. I really like that she was standing behind this like, I don't know, sort of like pinkish orange wall. So I'm going to try and recreate it here with their texture effects. The paper textures also kind of look like a concrete wall. Also the grunge ones really look like a concrete wall. So let's go with the, I can do this for hours. I should have decided before making the tutorial. I can just simply play around with Kittl forever. And now I'm going to release the texture. So the texture is going to be a layer of its own, and I'm going to put the texture behind the girl. So the girl is basically in front of a wall, piece of text. Come on, text. The new copy paste, self-love, wearable, collection. And I'm going to put this text here. Let's give it a different font. I can actually match the font with the font of the actual t-shirt, you know. It's kind of cool because they were both made here. Let's delete this. Let's work on the spacing of the lines. I want them to be like super close to each other. I don't want these gaps between the words, between the lines. The new self-love, wearable, collection. I chose a different font for this one. Let's wrap them up closer to each other. Or we can say like a Purell line or whatever. And now let's work on our text. The first thing we can do is I can add a border to the text in whatever color I want and whatever width I want. Or I can add this little shadow here. It's actually kind of cute. Let's do the same with this one. Oh, no. Let's do the same with this one. And we can also add some effect to the actual text. So for example, let's put this down here and change this color into blue. Maybe not this way, maybe this way. Distance. I think it's kind of cool. Let's weight it up a bit more. I don't know if I like it. I don't know. I think maybe something more subtle would be nice. And in this case, we can also add some stripes that go like this or like this with a larger distance and a larger weight and maybe white. No, it looks horrible. What was I thinking? And here I'm going to write now tpublic and change the font to this one that I've already used in this design. Space these down. And for here, I'm going to go to elements. I'm going to grab a piece of square and I'm just going to put it like that. Let's center it and put this behind the text. Let's center the text on top of it. Make the text white. Go to the square And for the color, I'm going to play around with the opacity a little bit. I think I'm also going to play around with the text here. I'm not sure that I like the design that I made with it. I think I maybe want to make it maybe in a different color. So if the text is white and the shading is black, I think this one looks much, much better. And I can also make it a bit smaller if I want, in case I don't want it to, overlap on the actual white t-shirt, and let's center it with the text above. And this would be an example of a Pinterest pin. Oh my God, this is actually really, really cool. I'm going to call it More Self-Love Pin. And let's do an Instagram post. So I'm going to do, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can use this size. Instagram post is a bit smaller, so it's not an issue. So any kind of square ratio, and I'm going to go to my uploads where I have the mockup of this. Now, let's say on Society 6, where I'm selling this mug, there is currently a sale for 30% off on mugs, and this is something that I want to promote on my Instagram. So I'm doing something like this. I kind of love to have sometimes Instagram post designs where there is like the background, like you can see this line here, and we can make it black. We can also make it in a matching color. Let's dip into this color or to the other blue one, and we can also add texture just on the back, not even here. Let's release this one, and in the layers we're going to take it down, so it's just texture in the back here, and write something like 30% off. I like it. Let's check out a nice font. Do the same one. 30% off. Let's minimize the spacing again. Make this bigger. Put this here. Maybe the text color could be this kind of bluish thing. No. Maybe if with the borderline, it could be cool. Let's see. I think I need a different font for this to look good, because this one has too many narrow spots, but if I'll have something that is full on fat, it will be good. Oh wow, is that a new font? I have never seen this one before. I really like it. They keep on adding stuff. I just really love Kittl. I don't know what you will do with that information, but I really do love Kittl. So I've chosen this one. I think it's kind of cute, and maybe I should make something in terms of, lines or some kind of effect to this. Let's weigh them differently and distance them. So we have 30% off. And you know what? I'm just going to duplicate this text. It will be easier for me. Yeah, that could be cool. Let's make this smaller and no, I messed it up. Let's make this long. On all of our mugs sounds better. You can add things like till when is the date, and of course you can describe that in your Instagram post, add your logo or anything on top of that. But I hope that this helps you realize that you can make really cool mockups using Kittl, and not just make the mockups, but actually use the mockups in social media, because taking the mockup directly, the mockup that is 3000 by 3000 pixels, and just putting it like that on Instagram might be boring, and putting it just like that on Pinterest will go against the rules of Pinterest, because Pinterest likes a specific size, which is 1000 by 1500 pixels. Another thing that we can do utilizing these mockups is actually create website banners. So for example, I'm going to go to Kittl again, and I'm going to click on new project, and this time I'm going to choose sizes for some kind of a website banner. So for example, I have 1200. Let's put in 1500, and the width would be 1000. This could be used for website banners, or you can design cover photos and stuff like that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to combine both of these. So we actually already have this one without the background, which is kind of cool. I'm going to use that. I don't know why I deleted that. I'm going to make this bigger. Let's playing with my trackpad is very sensitive. Let's make her bigger. Let's also take this one, make it bigger, and remove the background, because for this sake of this thing, I really need this background to be removed. I like how I don't have to okay it. It's just existing now. And I'm going to put it here, and I can also work on my background. Let's do something cute with textures. I love their textures. God, I love their textures. I like the pattern one, even though I don't think they will flat out fit what I'm doing here, but it's kind of cool. Release the texture and put it in the back. And what I can do is something like this, for example, after I download it as a JPEG. Now, that design that I made using 2 photos, I can actually use, for example, on a one-page website, on a banner somewhere, or in this case, on the Mixo website that is meant for a link in bio, where I had previously had a gratitude journal here, and I changed it to saying more self-love and a link to my TeePublic store with this photo that I made using Kittl Mockups and Kittl AI background remover and the Kittl background and the Kittl everything, because I even made the design on Kittl. And I feel like this quick tutorial is coming to an end, so let me just, wait, how do I do that? And now I'm big again, and we can summarize this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I really didn't want to make this kind of short video just saying, oh, Kittl has mockups, so yeah, click here, make mockups. It was really important for me to do the Pinterest pin and to do the Instagram post, as well as to use this on a website, just to show you the variety of what you actually need to do with mockups once you have them. Because it feels like people think that once you have a mockup, everything is done for you. No, you still need to design it in a size that Pinterest likes. Again, 1000 by 1500 pixels, and you can still add more details to it if you want to make a more interesting Instagram post. And of course, as we've shown here, to literally use it in a website that promotes your products. I really hope that you like this way of explaining or featuring Kittl's new mockup option. And if you did like this video or found this content useful, please hit the like button down below, because every time you do that, YouTube thinks, hey, this is a cool video. I'm going to show it to more people. And subscribe to my channel for more content on how to make and sell your creativity online. I feel like the more time goes on, the more playset becomes kind of a waste of money. I mean, they do have a designer option that is faster on Kittl and better on Kittl, and they do have, mockups, but for me, I'm still using them because they have shower curtain mockups. Kittl, can you make shower curtain mockups? I will stop using Playset. Shower curtains and bath mats, thank you. So they still do have these items that I really need specifically, and I can only find on Playset, but we have Kittl mockups now. We have mockups on Canva, even free ones. And we, of course, have Canvy, which I made a video about a few days ago for free wall art mockups and added mockups for the pro version. But seriously, Kittl is moving closer to becoming this all-over platform with an AI art generator, with mockups, with insanely unique fonts, morphing abilities, texture abilities, and so much more. And it's super fun to see that they are just getting better and better with time. I don't think I have much more to say, but I do want to finalize this video with explaining the website that you've witnessed, because that's a website that I made in a previous tutorial about an AI website builder that has a free option. And if you want to try Mixo and build a website in 3 minutes for free, I really recommend you watch that video next. But with that being said, that was it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new. And as usual, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!